Welcome, everyone. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Ado mayamda aina sai haijagibdo. Masidi mayamda ai surprise on pige ko. Aiga thabak tawminarpa kanonagi US tagi ko. Masi kanone world champion haida. Okay, Joey. Good evening. So I'll just pin you in our okay. Okay. And Joey, just give me a moment and
Sure.
I will pin. Okay. And then okay. Joey, let me know whether you can unmute your mic or no.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Also, I'm
Okay.
just checking before we get started.
Sure.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Okay, and so welcome everyone. So Joey, before we get started, I'll just tell to all my students here, especially from the state of Manipur, it's a part of India where I teach digital marketing for the last 5-6 months. So ado mayam ngasidi aina sa haigibdo ko US tagi ko mase kanoni one of the director ko and founder of ThermoFisher na haje ko masaga tifo ni ma'am mazi kanone former world level ko hoigi bench press na hoigi chest ki in mado ko adugi kanone maze world champion
Yes.
ado aigi di client ko ado mase ko we started working since kanodagi mamangi chahidagi ko ado mazi hujuji income da 40 daina $50,000 US dollar ni got hamda ko aduga fitness pamjaba kangu we ta khut hanglo kana hana hachang phaningba fitness ki pamba sem yore ko hoi noise question hangba yani ado aina sidai sida akoi manipur sida ko world hujuji sum akoina khangda mayam ko mapan lamda kamain tongnari ai academy manung na yawba ko everyone noidasu phangange ba simba leidana mapandana kamai business kaje kamai tongnari mina fitness kaje kamai tori. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Joey Seifi, and he's the owner and the director of ThermoFisher and former world level bench presser. Quite 233 kg ko sidayda magi world famous bench press kita. So okay, so before we get started, Joey, so I just wanted to ask you about your background, like where did you born, and about your background, so that everyone can understand who is Joey. Okay, Joey, I think you are on mute. On mute. Give me 1 second. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve, for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here, everybody. It's a pleasure to see a lot of new faces. So it's a pleasure to be here. My background is I was born and raised in Massachusetts. It's a state in the United States, a very famous city called Boston, Massachusetts. Steve, can you hear me okay? Everybody can hear me okay?
Okay.
Steve, your mic is muted. Okay, everybody can hear me? Okay, great. All right, I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, so I'm born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts. I got a passion for fitness early on. I started working out around when I was 14 years old, consistently in the gym. By 17, I was one of the biggest in my high school, one of the most muscular in the high school and the most strongest. So I picked up a passion for fitness. And then a little bit after, when high school concluded, social media started appearing. Instagram became popular,
Yep.
not compared to what it is now.
Mm.
It was, the user base was much smaller. And when social media first started coming to the mix, this is around the MySpace days. Twitter just came out. Me and minds like Steve saw a huge opportunity there. Those were huge tools that we had saw that had the ability to reach people across the world and share the
Yep.
same message, share the same interests, and share the same goals and
Oh.
passions and everything.
Mm.
So the we can go into the logistics of everything, but these tools are very powerful marketing tools. The ability to build a brand, the ability to like attracts like. So people that are into the same interests as you, that is the tool to attract people globally. Years
Mm.
ago, 20, 30, 40 years ago, they used to do something called direct mail,
Yep.
where you'd get mail sent to your house, which was a sales letter, and in that sales letter, at the bottom of the sales letter, it
There's a phone
required you to
number.
a phone number, or required you to mail the document with your information back to the person that sent it to you. So we're in a new era, and there's a lot of opportunity here and a lot of possibilities when you find your niche, whatever your niche is, and go full force.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was fitness, technology, and marketing. Obviously, marketing is the foundation. You need to know the marketing. Once you master the marketing, you can apply it to your niche.
Of
And I
course.
applied it to fitness, reached globally. I have content with people such as CT Fletcher. I've been seen with Michael Hearn.
Mm.
There's a group in New York called Gym Gang that I was part of as well. Mike Rashid, a bunch of popular names that I've been part of in the industry. Um, but my main passion is marketing and a little bit of technology. I created a department, ThermoFisher, which is the tech space in ThermoFisher. So I have a
Mm-hmm.
vast variety of knowledge in multiple departments. And with everything that you guys have and are interested in, you always need a clear, definite purpose. Whatever your purpose is, apply that with your faith in that you can achieve your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Combined, you can be unstoppable.
So yeah, it's pretty important that if you understand the marketing, you can apply this to any industry which you really love it, and then because like you just mentioned, like way back in you know the golden times, I can say it, like the direct mail, it's very very popular nowadays. Because of these internet tools, we can reach out any person in the world, like through this tool, simple call as internet.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's say even to, ma'am, see, let me explain in my own dialect as well. Joey,
Sure.
okay, it's especially most of the people in my state of Manipur, it's a part of India. It's a very small state from the northeast, right?
Yes.
And you know, and even though like it's still going on war between two tribes, between two communities right now, people are dying. Even day before yesterday, one just got sleep in his throat, and it's still like it's not really really good, the law and order situation, but still because of this internet we can still work like freedom.
Right.
And I'm very happy that all my communities member out there, and they are trying to learn digital marketing. I also give it for free for the next 90 days, especially how to sell any product in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, having said that, Joey, so let's just talk about something which you really love about, let's say, what's your best hobby? What you think?
Yeah. So I would say my best hobby is the ability to, and this falls under marketing, but the ability to attract attention and the
Mm,
ability to direct the attention to where you want them to go.
mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is you can have passions change. You could be interested in something for a year to 2 years, and then 2 years later, you might want to switch the niche. You could be into art, but then 2 years later, you're into writing. But
Yep.
if you know the marketing behind it, anything is possible. So my favorite
Mm,
hobby is always sticking to what I love to do, which is marketing,
Nice.
especially social media and direct marketing.
Wow.
Um, and that way, so whatever my niche is, that could change. But as long as I know the fundamentals. So
Fundamentals. Of course.
my challenge and my suggestion for all of you is
Mhm.
your hobbies are going to change, but as long as you always love the marketing aspect of it, it's okay for things to change because you as a person are going to change as you get older. Your
Very true.
hobbies and interests are going to change. But as
Mhm.
long as you always love the marketing, and the cool thing is that technology is always changing, so the way we market is always going to change.
Yep. Very true.
Okay, before as we see now, video content is key. Before it was written content. So things
Exactly.
change. Things
Yep.
change, but the principles are the same.
Same.
You have a hook in what you write, and you have a hook in how you speak in the video, in the reel, in the TikTok videos. You have the hook, the info, the call to action. That stays the same. Human behavior always stays the same,
Of
but your
course.
interests are always going to change. So
Mm.
I challenge you to work with Steve closely, break into his mind, learn everything he has to offer,
Mhm.
because the way you keep the fire going is by surrounding yourself with people who are interested in the same thing as you.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in marketing, learn from the best, such as Steve, because Steve has always had the burning fire to teach and be a mentor.
Mm.
And for you to keep your fire going, you need to be around people that are always fully motivated. If
Yep.
you're into marketing and your friends are into marketing, but your friends aren't 100% into it, that's going to rub off on you and you won't be 100% into it. You need to have a mastermind group like you're in here now. A
Yep.
mastermind group, multiple minds together is always key.
Awesome. So awesome, man. I love to hear that. And ma'am, mana haiba topics. Ma'am, gyan tayo go zikida. Ay mahawara Manipuri. Anyone? Ko haidine marketing as a kayuma nahangna if you learn marketing ko nang any future da towning ba ma loi tawba yadune haba ko matamgi matungina change lakani ba nang hanu shalakani nangi apamba change lakani huzik nang na tawjari ba nangi thabak nang sales tawjari any product ma yonba sahi tara kungi matungna di amuk change mu lakani habni da adu matamdu da nang na basic rules ko marketing do na hai targadi nang mapanda yonba adagi mitinabdo itarsu nangi namanaba nangna pamjariba niche ko nangna pamjariba topic sida nangi namana pamjagadi wari sana nang boring susalkani ba kayino passion do khenaba apam do khenaba soma kane nang already fire ni nang na pamjariba poto ko aduna ko mayam aizu ma pasana takhiba aino ji noidaga to khai mayam do mongodu chap man tawrini ko ado maitei macha ama oina yongko moi foreign da leiba mi myam tak aina takpa ngam taragadi sida lei myam de kedoi takpa ngam moideno why not same education I'm giving you the same education what I teach to the entire US UK Australia and Canada ko aina no da tai myam se myam chap manai sida kem khenaba leite ado you know you're from kaideno ASKSUR Academy behind the great company is a great product. So let's learn the rules of the game. If you understand the rules of the game, you know, because business is a part of a game, one can win or the other can lose the game. It's only two steps. So I want you to be winner, not a loser. But it doesn't mean like, even though if you're a loser, you're not a loser. So we have to, learn every single day. So Joey, coming back to your point. So how did you start your journey when it comes to your fitness industry? Like, did you get any motivation from since childhood, or how did you get into this industry? You look so
Yeah,
healthy, and we can see your
yeah, good,
shoulders. Yeah, it's pretty
good,
good, man.
good question, good question.
Yeah.
So, I went started working out about 14, 15 years old. And about 2 years into working out, I started learning that I had to eat properly as well to achieve the physique and strength that I wanted. Once
Mhm.
those two elements came together, I started seeing an explosion in results. And once the results start coming in, that's when you become addicted. So
Yeah.
whatever you are interested in, once the results come in, you need to break through. Once you break through, and the results start coming in, it becomes addicting. So I started seeing the results come in, and I started realizing that I was surpassing everybody else in the gym, strength wise, physique wise, everybody else in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I was surpassing everybody. So then I thought to myself, if I'm surpassing everybody locally, let's see who's my competition online.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, and I led to started posting online my content of what I was doing in the gym,
Yeah.
and I started realizing that even online I was one of the best.
Nice.
and
That was good.
and and once I started realizing I was one of the best, others that were at the same level or maybe even a little above me started reaching out to me.
Mm-hmm.
They found me. I attracted them because I put myself out there.
Awesome. Awesome. It's very
And
important that you have
exactly,
to go to the world and share. Like there's an audience which you need to find out so that you have to throw out some of your contents like a video or images. So Joey, how did you set up your mindset? Like, I need to get through this, what I really love, right? So how did you set your intention in order to win this game? Or, because sometimes people, in even me as well, when I just get started, the first day of the gym, I'm pretty much sure you remember when you go for the first day in your entire life, it's so pumped, right?
yeah,
After, let's say, leg day or 7 8 days, people always give up.
yeah, yeah.
So how did you
That's
set up your mindset in order to start something which you really wanted to achieve in your life? Or let's say, you are so famous, when it comes to the fitness industry right now. So how did you prepare your mindset in order to win this game?
good question. Good question. It started off with going to the gym even if I didn't feel like it. So
Mm,
it comes down to what I said in the beginning. You need a definite, clear purpose.
right.
And you need something called competitiveness. There needs to be an aspect in you that you realize the world is player versus player. So you need to have some sort of competitiveness in you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have the definite purpose defined, I want to achieve this by this time. I started thinking like that. Well, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't want to go, but I have a deadline that I picked. I said in 2 years I want to be one of the strongest bench pressers in the world.
Nice.
If I take this day off, it's going to postpone.
Mm,
So what's happening by pushing yourself to go even if you don't want to go, this builds something called your character. Your habits build your character. And
mm,
the stronger you build your character by forcing yourself to go, eventually it becomes habit. So the first month, 2 months, you don't want to go because it's not a habit yet. It's you're
right.
forcing yourself. But eventually it becomes part of your life.
Mm,
Every day, it's the same thing. You keep doing it. It became a habit. It's like it's basically the same as taking a shower every day or brushing your teeth in the morning. It
right.
becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes a non-negotiable. And once you
Nice.
start seeing the results, you get addicted to it and you don't want to stop.
100%. I agree 1,000,000%, man. That's very, very true. Awesome.
Exactly.
မြန်မဟိုင်စက်မြန်မြန်ကန်တိုင်ကော Okay. But people are talking in this message like, you're so young, like, at the age of 31, why you're so successful when it comes to this fitness industry. So what
It's
is the
be-
difference between other people and you, like when it comes to this fitness industry?
Good question. Good question. So I think the difference comes down to things in your life are going to change.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's going to die. You're going to have new friends.
Right.
Whatever happens, the difference between me and the other person is no matter what obstacle occurs, I'd never stop doing what I know I needed to do.
Mm,
While other people, they break. So it's like an object that's in motion stays in motion. If you stop, you can mess everything up.
okay.
And
Mhm.
sometimes people fall off, they give up due to some life thing, and they never go back. They never get back. So that's how I stayed ahead, is I never
Mm,
broke character. and I kept going, kept going.
Very true. Building a character is one of the key ingredients in order to, to be a successful person. Very
Exactly.
nice. So let's pick it up. Some of the things like which our audience might be interested. Let's say how to make money. Yeah, this is the hot topic, which I got a tons of messages from my Instagram, from my Facebook, in my WhatsApp. Like every young kids or young dudes, like always send it to me. How can I earn money from online? This is the most giant scammy things in the world right now.
Yes.
So, so Zoe, let's talk about some financial stuff as well. In order to make money, what are the three things? Let's say you give me an advice to this, phenomenal people out here right now. So, in order to start making money when it comes to this online, so what is your best advice to young entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur, or let's say the college grad, those kids?
Yes. My advice is find your niche. And what I mean by that is, what do you spend most of your time learning, and what do you spend most of your money on?
Mm,
That's your niche. That's your
nice.
niche. So if there's something that you're interested in, let's say it's cryptocurrency or it's coding, building websites, that's your niche. All you have to do now is
Mhm.
package it up into either a service that you can offer, or some sort of mastermind group where you can teach other people how you learned what you learned on a mass scale.
Right, right.
So find your niche, and that's
Hmm.
very easy. That's very easy to do. Just sit down, analyze your life. What do you spend most of your money on? What do you spend most of your time on? And it could be, you can niche it down. Like for example, older people, they're they're graying in their beard, right?
Hmm.
Let's say you know the solution to how to fix that. Well, now you have a tiny market where you can attack that
Right.
not everybody's attacking. So you can
Yeah.
niche it down and attack. And the key is attacking. It's always being on the attack. So if you look at people that use Twitter, Instagram, TikTok,
Hmm.
they do something called volume. They push out content volume. If you watch your favorite Instagrammer, you'll realize they posted 3 times. They have 5 stories, and it's every day. And it could be, you know, for example, it could be your life. In the morning, you wake up, post your breakfast in a motivational quote, and then you
Yeah.
go to the gym, post yourself at the gym. You
Mm.
go to play tennis, post yourself there. You're building a brand, so you need to push out the volume, but it needs to be targeted. It needs to
Yeah.
be targeted.
So basically, like you mean, the first one is we need to choose a niche, like a
Yes,
tiny niche, so that you can target, be specific on something which you are crafted or something which you really dig dive into, something which you can solve the problem. Right.
exactly.
And number two is you need to basically you need to start showing to the other people what exactly you are doing. Let's say in form of video ads, in form of uh, photos, in like there's a different format, either by text, either by phone, either by videos. And what was the last thing you said?
Uh, the last thing I said was that you always need to be on the attack.
On the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so while you're talking about attack, like is there any other term, if somebody is thinking that, oh, these guys will be attacking my business or something like that. So, what is the meaning of that particular attack, you mean?
Yeah. So there's two type of people on social media. There's people that post all the time, and there's people that don't post anything and just watch what people post. The
Correct.
people that the people that don't post, they're playing defense because they're hiding everything. They're holding back. People that
Mm,
post, they're attacking, meaning they're posting. So they're out there. You get what I mean?
yep, yep.
So it's two different mindsets, and you have to pick which one you want to do. You can do the defense and not post, but that's after you've built your empire and you're done. But if you're
Mm,
not there, you need to be posting.
post it. So you need to go out to the world in simple.
Exactly. And then you need to come up with systems, and that's where you work with Steve on how to take the people that found you, funnel them in to what you're selling.
Yeah. Awesome, man. So let's get something deeper into some of the financial topic. So any person who loves to wants to ask a question, you can just drop in our chat. And so let's just wait for a question so that they can prepare for it. So Joey, coming back to our main topic. So if somebody wants to learn from Joey when it comes to my friend, I'm gonna say Joey is not only fitness industry, he's also good in crypto, where he can teach people when it comes to this industry as well. So when somebody wants to learn from Joey, what are the things which they have to do homework, because you can't teach everyone, right? Everyone is not the same. Like they have like what type of people you're looking for in order to make sure they become financially freedom. If Joey be the mentor, let's say in fitness, in crypto, what type of let's say avatar, or what type of people you are targeting, Joey?
Yeah, yeah. So I target in cryptos, I target the people that just want to get involved now. They've heard about it, but they don't know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you enter the world of cryptocurrency, you realize that there's a lot of things that you have to be very cautious on because you can lose all your money really fast.
Of course.
You can lose your money buying the wrong asset. You can lose your money by buying cryptocurrency in exchanges,
Right.
which are also known as brokers, that are shady, or collapse. So there's a lot of dangers involved, and
Right.
you need to know the basics on how to keep your money secure. So
Mm.
I like to work with people that want to learn that stuff, because when you get into advising people what to buy and they lose money with your recommendation, that's not, in my opinion, not a good business practice. I want to set people up for success so that they feel empowered to go out there and make the decisions on their own. So when I
Nice.
want somebody to work with me, I'm looking for somebody that's new to the industry, wants to catch up to speed fast, and then get out in the market and make the right decisions.
On
So
the right track. Mm-hmm.
I act more as a mentor and making sure that they don't make mistakes that I made in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning.
Very true. I think mentor, it will definitely gonna play a vital role in any person or in any let's say in any industry, whatever you learn. I think mentor plays a very, very important role, my friend. In any sports or in any games, you name it, we need a coach. So what about in fitness? Let's say you look so strong, my friend. So what about, let's say, if somebody wants to learn from Joey, what advice you wanted to give them in order to stay fit, stay healthy, and stay strong all the time like you? So what is the best advice you wanted to give to this youth?
That if most people claim that their diet is very good,
Mm,
and then when they provide to me what their food intake is, I realize it's garbage. It's not going to help them reach their goals. So you have to be realistic with yourself, because everybody claims that they have the perfect diet to build muscle or lose fat. And then when I see their diet, I realize it's garbage, and no wonder they're not achieving their goals.
yeah.
So the biggest advice is, especially if you want to work with me directly, we're going to have to analyze your diet. And your diet could either be you're not eating enough or you're eating too much of the wrong stuff.
Mm,
So you can work out, but realistically, how much time do you have a day to work out? Maybe an hour because you're busy with other things. So
right.
that hour's not enough to be able to surpass having a bad diet. You need the good diet. You need to eat properly. And
Mm,
what I teach is people to have a diet that's called a lifestyle diet, where you can eat pretty much freely and still achieve your goals without being super, super strict, because when you're super, super strict, you won't be able to last long term.
Of course.
You'll fall apart. You'll binge. You'll break down. But if you have a lifestyle diet, that is what is going to allow you to be able to stay on a strict on the diet for forever, for the rest of your life. That's what I teach. A lifestyle diet that you're going to follow for the rest of your life, that is going to
Nice.
allow you to enjoy your life at the same time.
Yeah, it's not like something like a crappy one, like somebody just provided like a bunch of like tons of meals, meal one, meal two, meal three, meal four, meal five, something which kind of be awkward when it comes to that. I also have my personal trainer, like it's completely strict. Even I can't eat fruits sometimes.
Right.
But I love like lifestyle diet is kind of like pretty cool.
Exactly.
So so we have a question from Pretty Birans, Nong Tombum. So Mr. Joe, what is your workout duration day in normal?
Yeah, good question. So this is a complex question. So it's gonna require a complex answer. First of all, if you're new to working out, you're gonna have to work out, you're gonna have to put more time into it than I'm doing now. I can work out 30 minutes in one day. That's what I do. I work out for 30 minutes. I lift weights for 30 minutes. But that's because I've been doing this for 15 years, more than
Nice.
15 years. So when you get to that level, you can take it easy. You don't have to kill yourself anymore. But in the beginning, you're going to have to push yourself.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I would have to caution and say that if you're new, you need to be in the gym at least 5 days a week, an hour to an hour and a half of lifting hard and hitting every muscle more than one time a week. So when you see people do chest 1 day a week, back 1 day a week, throw that out on the window. You're new. You have to hit chest 2 times a week, legs 2 times a week, back 2 times a week. How do you do that? Well, Monday you could do chest and back. Tuesday you can do arms and shoulders. Wednesday you could do legs. Thursday, repeat. Keep
Repeat.
repeating it. So you're going to have to put more work than I am doing now. But as of right now, I work out about 30 to 45 minutes a day. I mostly lift more on the heavy side. I don't do too much volume, not too many repetitions. I just go a little on the heavier side, get a good pump,
Mhm.
and then I call it a day. But that's 50. You have to earn that. That's 15 years later.
Yeah.
That's not 6 months in.
Nice. Very nice. So in simple, there's no shortcut in the beginning.
Yes.
So you have to do the hard work in the first. So like, most of the people are talking about like, hey, you know what? You don't have to work so hard. Instead, work smart. I think this is completely bullshit because, when a beginner start working smart from the initial stage, I think this will be dangerous in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a lot of question coming in from Edison. How did you manage your time, Mr. Joe?
Good question. Good question. I like this question. Uh, one thing that happens with managing your time is you realize that everybody has the same 24 hours a day, but what you need to do is you need to master something called having a calendar. So if you look at big time people, Satya Nadella, for example, Microsoft CEO,
Bill Gates.
he follows a strict calendar. His
Yep,
whole day is planned out.
of
That's
course.
what you have to do. You have to plan out your whole day. If you wake up at 6 a.m., okay, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., I'm going to do this. From 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., I'm switching to do this. 8 p.m., 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm doing something else. You have to master your calendar. If you master your calendar, you'll be able to get everything you want done.
Very
If you
true.
just wake up, if you just wake up and in the morning and nothing is organized, you're going to waste all your time. You're going to waste too much time, and you're never going to achieve anything. You need to
Correct.
master a calendar.
Very true. Yeah, like most of the executive which I work in my career, because they work like the exact time. Even though they have a meeting, they will show up like crazy. Like, I've been working for the last 8 years with, most of the executive. They work, their timing. Even I also learned like how to work. Like people might be thinking about me, when did you sleep? They didn't know, like, when did I sleep?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
even my student also teaching me, you always wake up, you always fresh, because I also set up my time in Google Calendar. So this is the most
Exactly.
effective way which you can use your time. Every time whenever you want to do something, your clock will click like, the song. Let's say I have a meeting on Monday, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like all my done for you services, I start working from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. I have all my schedule. So, Joey, it's very interesting, and I'm pretty much sure most of the people they wanted to talk with you, and also, we want some fitness changes in our state of Manipur. Pretty much, I will be doing some of the reels which we are talking right now, and most of the people, they'll get influence from you, like which you and me were talking right now. So the last question which we have from Mukesh, Mr. Joe, what is the best platform or broker or investing cryptocurrency? Oh my goodness, it's for
Good question.
cryptocurrency, man.
Good question. So make sure you write this down. All right. So there's a top three: Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken.
Cracking. Mukesh, if you understand, just type yes on the chat so that so that you understand. Okay, cool. Okay, another question came in from Manisna from Dom. So first, did your goal achieve or no? What was the most challenging moment you faced while struggling to achieve your goal? So did you ask to Joey or me? May sandan question din aingondro mongondro. May mamingdo ibyo adu di mazu khangani. Did you achieve your goal? Hay nang English kita. Okay, sorry, guess that. Okay. So, Joey, here's another question from Manisna that did you achieve your goal or not? And what was the most challenging moment you faced while you're struggling to achieve your goal, in case if you achieve your goal?
Yeah, yeah. So we'll do the fitness side and we'll do the cryptocurrency side. I'll start with the fitness side. The
Correct.
fitness side is I've achieved every goal that I've wanted to achieve in the fitness world, as well as making an impact and earning money from it. But it goes back to what I said earlier. Your niches are going to change with time,
Yep.
but you have to achieve your goal first before you change the niche. So if you start
Mm,
a niche, achieve your goal, and then once you finish your goal, then you can move on to other things. But I did achieve every goal, made money, globally known, met the people I wanted to meet, and I'm still in amazing shape now, where I pretty much still better than most people in the gym right now, anyways.
right.
So that is key. And in the cryptocurrency world, crypto is something interesting, and I advise more people to take a look because crypto is a very new market. 10 years ago, Bitcoin was
Yeah.
worth dollars, a couple of dollars. Now it's $70,000. However, it's still new. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, who knows where crypto is going to be, how big it's going to be. So my
Mhm.
challenge to all of you is if you do decide to go into the cryptocurrency niche, understand that you're early now. In 10 years, when it's more developed, who knows where you'll be at that point. You could be a prominent figure at that point. So fitness has been around forever. Crypto is new. So when I'm in terms of achieving all my goals in cryptocurrency, the market is always changing and new things are coming.
Yeah,
Fitness is never going to change. The
of
chicken
course.
breast, the turkey patty, the protein, that's the same forever.
Yeah.
Crypto is new. So when you get into a niche that's new and that's developing, the opportunities are endless. So to say, did you achieve your goal in cryptocurrency? Not yet, because it's still more is coming.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
more is
yeah.
coming. There's no ability to ever stop.
Mm,
And the most challenging part is life gets in the way. You'll have new friends, new boyfriend, new girlfriends, new challenges. You have to overcome that. So, and you
Mhm.
can never deviate from your niche. So there will always be big challenges, big things that happen in life that's going to throw you off, throw you mentally off. But the goal is to never quit,
Never quit, never give up.
never give up.
Yeah. So yeah, let's pick it up from one of the ladies from here. It's Sandhya. She's one of my students from my 60 days challenge. So she has a question. I have seen that there are a lot of women working out here. Do you have any insight or experience you would like to share about women in the gym?
Yes, yes, good question. Good question. My thing is with women in the gym is that don't be afraid to lift heavy weights. It's not going to turn you into a man. You're not going to look like a man. You're going to just be more developed as a woman. So don't
Very
be
true.
afraid. Don't be afraid to work out hard. And whatever you weigh. So let's say you weigh 100 pounds. I'm not sure what that is in kilograms, but if you weigh 100 pounds,
Yeah.
make sure you're eating 100 grams worth of protein. Make sure your protein is high,
Hmm.
and you'll be killer. And another thing is women always like to see other women succeeding. So if you value the workout routine and you have the ability to teach other women, and become your leader in that, because there's more men involved now, but this means there's a big opportunity for women to be
Yeah.
leaders in fitness.
Mm. So it's 45 kilogram for, especially for the 100 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah. And then so Joey, do you still have a minute, like 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we have another 20 minutes is good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So let's pick it up some of the questions so that we can help these people here. Okay. We have a question from Manus Singh. I think he's from Assam. I heard your name in the past. So, Mr. Joe, if I wanted to success in digital world, what I had to do this time?
Yeah, good question. So if you want success in the digital world, what do you have to do at this time? You have to realize that video content is key, is key. So you need to be able to
Video
master
content.
what exactly you need to master what the trend is. So you have to understand what's happening here. Social media has changed and it's now interest based. Before it was social, where you got on, made friends. Now it's interest based. So what that means is whatever you look for on Instagram, for example, Instagram is going to show you the things you're interested in.
Yeah,
So
very true.
it goes down to the fundamentals. Find your niche, make the algorithm work for you by searching only things that are in your niche, so that Instagram shows you what's in your niche. And then you see what is popular, what content is popular, and remake it with your own
Yeah.
spin on it. Never reinvent the wheel,
Yeah.
repurpose content.
ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯗꯃꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯈꯪꯉꯝꯃꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯈꯜꯂꯨ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯅꯁꯨ ꯀꯣꯟꯇꯦꯟ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯈꯜꯂꯨ ꯀꯣ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯄꯨꯂꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯣꯟꯇꯦꯟꯗꯣ ꯈꯜꯂꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯅꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯣꯟ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯇꯤꯞ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯛꯑꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯥꯡꯉꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯥꯎꯔꯗꯧꯅꯤ ꯅꯪ ꯀꯣꯟꯇꯦꯟꯗꯣ the similar thing ꯑꯗꯨꯒ video content ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯕ it's very very popular right now instead of just copy text it's kind of boring right now video ads are more getting more attention. I mean, look at Andrew Ted.
Exactly.
Okay, so now it's a young dude, one of our friends, Morangtem Sibananda. Uh, Joe, my name is Sibananda. I'm 21 years old. Right now, I'm persuading BBA. Okay. From my circle, I don't have good friends with similar, I think it's gonna be prospective and goal that want to be productive. So I try to approach the senior or any business person to corporate. So what do you think about it, and how can I connect with other business person?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So first, if you don't have friends that have the similar perspective and similar goals, don't spend as much time with them. That's number one. Yeah, you need to go out once in a while, have a good time, but that's what you'll save those friends for.
Right.
Save those friends for that. What you want to do is you want to put yourself in the room with people that are above you and that you can learn from. And how do you do that? Well, how do you do that is you find out where they all are. Where do they congregate? So
Mm.
for example, I know in India there's the Hilton Hotel. They have high-end
Yeah,
hotels
Hilton Hotel. Yeah.
in India. They
Yeah,
have
yeah. Yes,
yes, they have lounges and they have bars there. Who do you think is staying in those hotels?
of course.
People that are above, that are at a high level. That's where you need to go. That's where you need to be. You need to be there. You need to be there to meet those people. And that's how the connections happen. So if you want to find, you have to, well, see what's in your area, see where you think the highest productive people that are in your area, where do they stay, and then put yourself there.
Yeah,
It may not happen the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, but eventually it's going to happen.
for sure. Because people might be confused when it comes to the word congregation. So you might be heard about the first time. I'm pretty much sure you heard this word for the first time. Sibanda aina haningi point sinida. Tangna mana hujik haiba the word congregation and haiba da. Si kitang lubani singlise. Ko congregate to congregation to haidi. Mipum kudimak like-minded people ko have a different ideas, different goals ko. Suma nataba. Chap manaba. Nang na business ki mi uta business ki pun mi miyam. Ko marketers nga the bodybuilding loy pulla laybido. That's called the word congregation means. So again tabra. Ada man was Hilton na ida. Hilton yam tangi ko. Ko yi Delhi select city mall. Because the last time when I just started my business for the first time, I went to the Hilton, like a full, like a business kind of like premium. We spent lots of money on this Hilton with my four friends, and then yeah, pretty much it's a cool hotel, but it's not that cheap.
No, you don't have to stay there, but
Yeah,
they have the lounge. It's free. You can go sit in the lounge.
yeah, yeah.
You can go get a drink at the bar there and see who's there.
Right, right, right.
That is where they is I'm giving it as example in India. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know the other areas, but I know that in the hotels in India is where you're gonna find the very top people in India and people from across the world if they go to fly into India. That's where
Mm,
they're going to be.
right. Of course. So we need to find those people where they are congregating. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So hello, Mr. Joe. There is so much gap in the development, innovation, and mentality between yours and our country. So give us some tips to fill up this gap. Will help us to remove. I might be remember like the red what's it called this, Mr. Donald Trump. You know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's an easy one. That's actually a very easy one.
Yeah.
To answer that is there's a big gap. So be the leader to fill that gap. You
You
be the leader
first.
to fill that gap. You're gonna get follow. People are gonna follow you when they notice you're a leader. They're gonna follow you.
You know what,
So
Joey? In my state of Manipur, we people mostly depended on this, what's we call this? The leaders we call as politician. They might be hearing what I'm talking about. Politicians are the one who are just lying like crazy.
right,
They just try to win this election because of this garbage, like in what they're talking about, those piece of shit.
right,
So because people change their mindset because of their mouth of words. And
right.
once they win the election, like everything, whatever they are talking about, those went to the
Changes
garbage.
exactly.
So I think, it's a high time we have to be a leader, like you just mentioned. It's very, very true. So I think, okay. So I'm just gonna pick it up one last question from, I think we have two. Like, I'm very motivated to see you. You are a success bodybuilder. Tell me a sweet test as a perfect bodybuilder.
Yeah, yeah, great question. Great statement as well.
Andrew Kumar.
Uh, yeah, Andrew Kumar, great question. Yeah, you know what happens is you stand out in the general population, and people want to give you things for free. They want to become your friend because you stand out. So whatever one of the main goals with the bodybuilding world is how your body looks like, how your physique looks like. And when you're strong and you look strong, people treat you differently.
Yep.
So if you have to care about how you look. And if you care about how you look, people are going to respect you. So the number one thing is being able to have this body and being able to be respected everywhere you go. People open the door for you. People are kind of intimidated by you. They let you go and cut the line in front of them. They're calm around you. You could walk and there's a crowd of people, they'll all open and you walk by them, because they know if they bump into you, they're gonna get pushed because you're very strong. So there's a lot of benefits to it as well.
Hmm. So I think it's a high time for me to answer this for this one. Bueno, Croism. So banaw na hangise digital marketers amaga digital entrepreneur amaga. What's the difference between of these two? I have never. So do you want to answer this or do you want me to answer this?
I'll do a short answer and then
Sure.
I give it to you for the more
Right.
deeper.
Right.
Uh, yeah.
Let's
So
go.
yeah, a digital marketer is somebody that follows marketing principles. A digital entrepreneur is more like uh, somebody that was famous before this whole digital marketing explosion happened, and they're just showing their life like a famous CEO, somebody that has a brick and mortar business, and they're just
Right.
presenting it, but they're not following digital marketing principles.
Mm, cool. So, all right, I think thank you everyone for this phenomenal question which you have been asking in this today podcast. So, if you like this, special talk about from other countries in the world, which I've been working since for the last 8 years in my career, so I'm bringing those clients, which I've been working those people like successful people around the world. So I'm bringing to my podcast so that in our state of Manipur, we can, you know, create something solid, which was never done before in our history of Manipur. So I wanted to bring some of the industry leader expert so that we can do some brainstorming sessions so that you can get some aha moment for sure. So Joey, what is the last advice for aspiring entrepreneur? So some
Yes,
young kids, they wanted to become a successful entrepreneur like you, making like 40 to 50 grand every single month. It's not easy.
it's not easy. No.
It's not
So
easy. So yeah.
so my concluding statement will be there's three pillars that you need to have so that you never give up. One, you need a clear purpose. That purpose is your niche. Why? Why are you doing it? What do you want to achieve? Two is belief in yourself. You have to have belief in yourself. Without belief, you're not going to be able to keep going. You'll give up. You need belief. And three, so definite clear purpose. You need belief in yourself. And then once you have the belief and the definite purpose, you need to build your schedule around your purpose. So, for example, you need to post a reel at 6 p.m., right? You
Yep.
need to create that reel and post it at 6 p.m. But then your friends say, oh, let's go eat food at 6 p.m. You have to tell your friends, no, 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 I have to
Mm.
post. So you have to build your life around your purpose.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm pretty much sure, some of the viewers who are watching this, I'm pretty much sure they can get nuggets from Joey, whatever we are talking, almost like an hour. So thank you, Joey. Appreciate it for joining
Thank you.
this, the ultimate marketing game plan. And I wish you all the best. We will do, lots of more fun stuff together, man.
Excellent. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. So Joey, I'll just continue this and I'll talk to you in the other side of the screen.